Logan, just calm down here. You're getting yourself all worked up over this.
Because I need you to make me a promise, Ridge. A promise you will never, ever break.
So you will send over the samples? Cool. Thanks. Ramirez. Getting a late start.
I had class.
Did you have a good time? At the party, I mean.
So what kind of samples are we getting?
Oh, just some fabric swatches for the new collection.
Oh, that's great, because last night I was working on some new designs.
Wait. You worked after the party?
Yeah, designing helps me relax. When I have trouble winding down,
Still thinking about the party, huh?
I guess. Where's my charcoal? I just had it.
Caitlin, we can't pretend this just didn't happen, you know.
What?
What you told me last night. About the way you feel.
You know, you're surprisingly intuitive, Nick Payne.
It's Maroney now, and that sounds like a very backhanded compliment.
Well, it is surprising. A crusty, unrefined old sailor teaching me a thing or two about my feelings.
I can handle crusty and unrefined, but old?
I'm being serious, Nick.
You're serious that I'm old?
No, I'm serious that you are... God, you wear me out.
Well, good. On a serious note, I've been through all of this already. I've gone down this path, and I don't want to go down it again. I don't want to hear about this. You're not the first one who has said they put Forrester on a pedestal.
Oh my God, you're talking about my mother. Now I understand. The real reason that you get what I'm going through is because you've gone through the same thing yourself with my mom. And you still are.
I am just a man trying to enjoy his meal.
Who's still hung up on my mother.
When did this become about me?
It's just about the simple facts.
What facts?
Facts about you and my mother. You haven't worked through your feelings for her.
Oh, please. I'm happy. She's happy. Everybody's happy.
Nick, you are not over my mom. If you were, you wouldn't be living alone on some boat, eating alone, dragging me to parties like some sort of human shield.
My God, you analyze things way too much. Do you know that?
Look at me. Nick, look at me. You still care about my mom, don't you?
Yeah, I care about her.
You know what I mean.
I don't dwell on things that I can't have.
Bridget and I have been through so much together. And there have been times when I couldn't be there for her, or I couldn't be what she needed me to be. But she needs me now, Ridge. And I will be there for her, no matter what.
What do you think she's gonna do?
Well, this isn't about what she's going to do. This is about what you're not going to do. Those kisses that you once shared with Bridget, that can never, ever happen again.
Of course not, Brooke. Why would you even think that?
Because my daughter's in pain, Ridge. And more important than anything, even more important than my marriage, are my children. That is why I need you to look at me and tell me that you won't do that again.
Sure, whatever it takes, Brooke.
Please, Ridge, you can't cross that line with Bridget. You won't cross that line with Bridget.
I take it you don't want to talk about this.
It's just, I've already said too much, Thomas. I just wish I could erase the last 12 hours.
Yeah, me too. Because then my dad wouldn't have dragged you into this scheme to get rid of Amber. But you have nothing to be embarrassed about. I think it's cool that you opened up to me.
Please, you just like having two chicks fawning over you.
Well, sure, I'm not complaining.
Thank you, Thomas.
For what?
For making this a lot less awkward than it could have been.
You're a great friend, Caitlin. Nothing's gonna change that.
But Amber's the woman that you love. I know that. And I accept it.
Don't tell me that you've moved on from my mom, because I don't believe you.
Why are we having this conversation?
You know, it's a shame, really, because you're not a bad-looking guy.
Thanks.
How can you ever hope to meet someone when you're hanging out in dive bars like this, living like some sort of monk?
Who said I was hoping to meet someone?
My point exactly.
Well, look who's talking. You're the one with the issues with Forrester. And I haven't heard you talk about any miracle men from your med school, wherever it is.
Well, they're just not exactly my type.
And what would your type be? Wait a minute, let me guess. Older, married, with 10 children or so.
Are you ever serious?
Gotta keep your sense of humor. Remember, if you haven't had a good laugh at yourself today, you've missed the real joke.
Okay, I'm trying.
It's a little tough being back here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not really helping anyone out, least of all my mother.
Maybe you ought to back off. Just let things work themselves out.
Yeah. Mom and Ridge deserve a chance to finally be happy. Without me stirring things up.
Brooke, you have nothing to worry about
How can I be sure?
because you have my word. I would never go there with Bridget ever again.
Maybe not intentionally.
I would never even think about it.
Ridge, you did once.
Brooke, I was grieving then. I was completely confused. Bridget and I both confused our feelings for something they weren't. The man that stands before you right now is anything but confused.
You still care deeply for Bridget.
Yes, I do. As family. I regret having caused her any pain, Logan. But you are my life. You're the mother of my beautiful son. And without you, I would never cause your daughter any pain. And I would never jeopardize what you and I have. I hope you know that.
I did believe that, Ridge, until I saw you with Bridget last night. You called her princess, just like you did when she lived here before.
Yes, I was trying to help her.
That's not helping her. That's hurting her. As unintentional as it was. And I know that's just the way you are. With all your hugs and your terms of endearment. But Ridge, she's just going to misconstrue that help as something deeper. And you can't do that to my daughter. No more ambiguity. No more kisses. No more caresses. No more princesses.
No more. No more, I promise.
So, things are still cool between us?
Do you even have to ask?
You are such a good friend, Thomas. Seriously, I mean, I can always count on you to be there for me. Even after the way that I treated you. You know, when I first started seeing Rick.
Old news.
Yeah.
Did you ever hear from him?
It's really busy at International.
I'm sorry.
You know what? Don't be. I'm not. We really were in different places. Rick's a great guy. There's just that whole age thing. I know that it works out for you and Amber, but...
It comes up, but we deal with it.
Oh, well, that's good. That's very mature of you.
Well, I'm glad somebody thinks so.
Don't worry, Thomas. Your dad will come around and stop trying to push you with other girls. Wait a second.
What? Oh,
You're inviting me to Roxbury's winter formal?
What?
I'm glad we had this talk.
You are?
Yes, I'm glad we got it out in the open now. I know it wasn't easy for you to bring up.
I just want Bridget to have the same kind of happiness that I have. Here I am, the perfect life. A great husband, a great family.
Does seem too good to be true, doesn't it?
Especially after wanting it for so many years. I don't know. I guess I'm just a little paranoid. Thinking that something this wonderful can't last.
Don't even say that. Because you know what? We do have a perfect life. And I promise you, nothing is gonna mess it up. You hear me? Nothing.
Well, speaking of a perfect baby.
Allow me.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Bridget. Wait, don't go. I want to talk to you.
Mom, I have a lot of stuff I need to get done.
Honey, I know everything. I know about your broken engagement. I know about your feelings for Ridge. But I just don't understand. Why wouldn't you come to me? Your own mother.
Shouldn't you be taking your girlfriend?
Yes. But Amber's not too psyched about going to a high school dance. So I thought,
You go with a friend.
well, Roxbury puts on a hell of a party it'd be a shame to miss. There's even this dance contest, and I figured if we were dance partners, then we could smoke the competition. Of course, I sent this invitation to you before we talked last night. So if you want to pass, I understand. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a silly dance.
Does Amber know you invited me?
I told her I was going to take a friend, and she's totally fine with that.
As your friend, I'd love to go with you.
And you're sure it's not going to be too weird?
Not unless it is for you.
What? We have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah, we do.
Well, guess there's no point in wearing this anymore.
Why did you keep it on?
Because, Mom, I didn't want to come home and unload all my problems on you.
Sweetheart, that's what I'm here for.
Well, I was gonna tell you, but I
Well,
just...
what? You were too afraid to tell me?
Yeah. I was afraid. I wasn't afraid of you. I was afraid of my own feelings. How am I supposed to come and tell my mother that I can't move on because I'm battling old feelings for her husband? God, it sounds awful. Mom, I swear, it's not like it sounds. I swear.
I know.
You know, I tried to make it work with Ozzy. I really did. He is so sweet and so supportive. Then I realized I was just trying too hard and I was pretending everything was fine. There was definitely something missing. I would cry myself to sleep at night, just wondering what it was that was missing. What was wrong with me? You know, was I just keeping myself from being happy? And then I would think back to being with Ridge and the kids.
At this house.
I just can't let go of it, Mom. I can't let go of those memories that Ridge and I shared.
That was a very special time for you.
But it's not like I'm trying to rekindle them. It's not like that at all. I just thought if I came home, maybe I would see that I'm over-romanticizing the whole thing. And if I confronted reality and I saw how happy you guys were together, the life that you have and the child that you're sharing, that pedestal would come crashing down. And I would finally be able to just close that chapter. It's just turned into such this mess, you know? And Mom, I don't blame you if you're angry with me. If anyone knows how long you've waited to have this life, this wonderful life with Ridge, it's me. You two came so close so many times. There's just always something in the way. I would see you hurting. And it would hurt right along with you. I wanted to take your pain away so badly, Mom. And to think now that I'm the one that's causing you guys trouble? You know, I felt all that tension at breakfast this morning. To think I'm the one that's responsible is just making me sick.
Oh, Bridget, honey.
Mom, but I want you to know that this is the end of it all. I've talked to my travel agent, and I'm gonna go back to Copenhagen in the morning.
No. You're not going anywhere until you hear what I have to say.
No, Mom.
Honey. Yes, I am upset. But not because you're confused. Because you didn't let me in. You are a part of me. And I want to help you. Ever since that first day that I held you in my arms, I knew that that's why I was placed here on Earth, was to protect you. Oh, I know I didn't do a very good job of it. And I know that I really took for granted your strength. But I still believe that you are the most important thing in the world to me. You're not a bother. And you're not a threat. My gorgeous, precious daughter. If you can't come to me, well, just know that you can. If you want to.
I should have just come to you.
We have each other now. That's all that matters. You are all that matters.